Hello everyone, my name's Bob Mitch and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. It's a pretty big day for Star Citizen, or rather it's the day after the big day. So a few hours after I put my other video up the other night about performance on the PTU, they made 3.17 live, so they fixed some of the issues that were in that gigantic list of known issues, even though there's still some in there, including the magnificent exiting ships may cause them to explode. And they launched that to live, so we shall see how things go today. However, this one is kind of an important video for me in a roundabout way, because in that last video I said about upgrading my PC, and I have actually ordered a new graphics card and it's winging its way to me at the moment. So I thought I'd take this video not only just to catch some great views like this, but to have it serve as a swan song for my 1070, which has served me for many years. And it's probably going to go to one of my cousins or something now to just help them through school, things like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a ship and we are going to fly to the new river. So, as I said in the last video, and if you weren't aware, Microtech now has a river on it to test the river technology. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to take my Carrack out to this river. So yeah, just a little short trip out. Again, more performance validation. I've noticed that there's some little bounces and hops with frame rate. It's still a little bit laggy around the port. But yeah, I have a new graphics card coming. So for those who may play on sort of NASA level computers, it's a 3060 Ti. It's not something magical like a, oh, hello object container streaming. It's not something magical like a 3090 or something insane like that. First of all, because the 3090 is vastly expensive for what I can pay for, because the lovely graphics card apocalypse still hasn't quite gotten over yet. Prices haven't quite dropped to MSRP, so I'm not made of money, unfortunately. I don't have lots of YouTube pennies, so yeah, I've had to settle for a 3060 Ti. I still play in 1080p, mainly because I don't mind it, and secondly because I live on a boat, so space is very limited for my setup. And yeah, I don't run like a huge battle station with 3 monitors, and I have a single monitor, and 1080p is fine for me. And 3060 Ti kind of hits that performance sweet spot for 1080p to run everything pretty much flawlessly. So there we go, 3060 Ti on the way. Hopefully should be here next week. I would have loved it to come sort of Monday, but the delivery companies, just like the rest of us in the UK, are having a bank holiday Monday, so they aren't delivering. So I tried as I might from my supplier where I got the card from. They aren't delivering on Monday, so I've got to wait until the next week to get it. Anyway, this is going to be the swan song for my 1070, so this will be the last video I do with this graphics card. And again, nice little performance check. I may actually sort of redo the last video I did, so taking the flight from Microtech to Horizon to see what the performance difference is, just to run a nice comparison, just so I can see what it looks like, and just so you guys get a sort of performance comparison between the old tech and the new tech. So a 1070 that's what, going on, I want to say 7 years old now, probably longer. I don't know when the 1070 came out, compared to something fairly new. I want to say fairly. 3060 isn't a new card now, is it? Well, it's just new because there isn't any, or there hasn't been many of them. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to jump out to the river, and we're going to go exploring and see if we can get a pretty screenshot as the last one for my 1070. So like I said, this is in the live build. This is not the PTU anymore, so hopefully we won't have any explosions, because I'd rather not lose this lovely suit of armour that my character's in. So yeah, we'll see what we get like when we get in the river. Okie dokie, we've found our tundra. So, I cannot remember exactly where the river is. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere just in front of me, if I remember right, in this left-hand area here. A good thing to do when you're in this area, especially at the minute with the new patch, because other people are looking for it, is ping. because as it flies down here there may be other people exploring for the river, and if they've already found it you might clip their ship on your scanner and then it's an easy path to it. So let's go and find this thing. I'm just going to let the carrack drift down slowly and see if we can find this thing. There it is, I can already see it. So yeah, if you are new here, you can see the vast tundra area here and this peak, which I'll highlight in the edit, so where it curves inwards to the tundra, and the river is to the left hand side as you're flying at the tundra. You can see it just above the top of the carrack now. In fact, I might zoom in so it highlights it. There it is, you can just see it spiralling off to the left. So here we go, coming down. We're just coming down to the surface now, and we're going to float and see if we can stick the carrack in that little outcropping that you can see just in the centre there. It's a good place to land ships. As I said in my other video, this place is an awesome picturesque location for screenshots, YouTube thumbnails, hopefully, and yeah, just a fantastic starting location, I imagine, for doing races and things like that. So it's going to have a lot of longevity, this river in particular, until they decide to add some more. So let's take my giant exploratory brick down and see if we can't get a good landing, and then some pretty pictures afterwards. Oh, there's is that a ship? Oh no, it's a mineral. You can see there's lots of mining spots around here as well, so this spot could be pretty popular with miners. That should about do it. Let's level out. I have to be very careful here because I need to land right near the trees, otherwise my ramp is going to have nowhere to come out. Oh, thunk. That should do nicely. Engine shut down. Let's see if we explode as per the patch notes. Not this time. Let's turn chat on. Okay. Little bit of a laggy frame rate around here. I'm hoping this picks up with my new graphics card. As much as I don't want to insult my 1070 because it's served me for so long. Almost got lost in my own ship then. I have to admit I haven't flown my carrack in a long time. Ooh, windy. And there we go. Welcome to Microtech's River. So just like I said, head out, heading 205 from New Babbage, roughly 440 or so kilometers. A way to find out how far away you are is to zoom in on the map so that you're looking at Microtech, and then you just click New Babbage and it will tell you how far away you are from it. So once you're 440 kilometers away, roughly, in fact I may be able to do it now. I don't know if I can because I'm not in a ship, so we shall see. So there's me. You can see the tundra area on the map there where the biome changes. And then if we click New Babbage, there we go, 436,000 meters. I assume that's meters? I said kilometers, I could be wrong. So yeah, roughly 440 is where you want to be, and then you're at the river. How cool is this? Very pretty. Like I said in my last video, it's not immaculate. The shorelines and such need some work. There's a bit of a dust storm going on here at the minute, which kind of ruins the imagery, but we'll make our way over to the new area up there. You can see the river just spiraling in lovely over there. So we'll run around the outside. I should have brought something like a Nox with me, but I didn't think ahead. I just wanted to get pretty pictures. I'm kind of disappointed as well that there isn't any other players here. I thought there may have been. I may have just caught this server at a different time. So we shall have to see if someone comes and lands by the time I get back. I have left the door to my carrack open, so it'll be interesting to see if someone tries to steal it. And character's already getting a bit chilly. So I'm wearing white armour as it is, and it's already getting the snow effect on it. I thought that was a hand mineable there for a second. So what do I think of 3.17 so far? It's not bad. There's a lot in here. I'm just really looking forward to the sort of graphical bump so that I can come and try on some of the other features. And hopefully play a bit more, because I won't lie, sometimes the frame rate kind of puts me off from playing. I imagine that's the same for a lot of people. But hopefully with this it will be a bit more balanced, and I'll have a bit more of a stable frame rate to play the game with. And get into some more maybe combat-y things. I mean, I bought my Ares Inferno, so the Crusader Burt, the A10 Warthog of Star Citizen, to do some combat missions with, and with a bit more of a stable frame rate I imagine it will be a bit more fun to play them rather than sort of lagging around. And I get to try my joystick as well, so I bought a joystick in the interim, so it'll be interesting to see how flying a combat vessel is. So I bought a flight stick for Flight Simulator. I didn't buy it for Star Citizen. I actually haven't flown with it with Star Citizen yet, because I'm so used to flying big bulky things like a carrack. It seemed kind of a bit pointless to try and use a joystick flying something like that, because I'm so used to flying it and piloting it, and if I may say so, doing spectacular landings with a mouse and keyboard. I wasn't really that fussed about trying it with a joystick. So the river, here we go. As you can see, the LODs and stuff in the distance still need a bit of work. Like I said in the last video, it was rough around the edges, but it's still very pretty and very noisy when you get to these ambient noise emitters around certain areas. Let's sprint away from that so it quietens down a bit. And what this does is it just spirals up into the hillside. I think they said it was about 40 kilometers long, this river, so it goes on for a fair whack. And whilst I haven't found any yet, when I was here last time and then the PTU and exploring, I was a bit further. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I was a bit further down the river, or up I should say, considering it's going uphill, trying to find some kind of harvestables, because they said they are around here. I thought, oh, maybe I'll find something rare that I can sell and make some money with. I didn't find anything. So yeah, there's supposed to be some. I don't know where they are. I don't know if people have found them. Normally if people find rare things like that around here, they post it on the subreddit. And whilst I have found the rare harvestables before, I think the last one I found was the Heart of the Woods, I think it's called, that you can find in like tree stumps in certain areas. I haven't seen any round here. So I don't know if they'll be on the shoreline. I don't know if they'll be under the water. I don't know. Just have to explore and have a look. So, river. It's really, really pretty. It still needs work. It's, like I said, a little rough around the edges, but it's very, very, very pretty. And if you've not been here yet, or maybe you're waiting for a free fly event, something along those lines, or you come here with friends, it's a really, really good idea to bring some hover vehicles, so, you know, a Nox, a Dragonfly. You might even want to try it with something like a Cyclone if you're insane and you fancy trying to navigate all of these rocks, because there is a lot of rocks in the riverbed. So yeah, well worth coming and having a look, if not to see the tech, just because it's a very, very pretty location, and it's well worth the visit. So, rivers in Microtech. And as I said, a swan song for my long-lived 1070. It's not quite a ripping piece for it, because it's still working beautifully, and I hope it does for many years to come, for the family member who's probably going to be clamouring at me when they realise that I've got a spare graphics card and they want a little upgrade to play their own games. So, yeah. Thank you very, very much for watching. We'll go past the noisy bit and we will end this video with a pan of my lovely carrot not being harassed by random ambient noise emitters that really do need turning down. Thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you next time. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.